Hello everybody and welcome to Simply Quimby. Today we're going to make some spring scenes on some candle holders. So first what we're going to use is we're going to make the base for our scene. I'm painting it currently with burnt umber, and then we're going to work on the tulips. So we're using apple barrel red apple for the tops, and then we're going to go ahead and use crisp green on the bottom. As you can see here, they're really small little tulips that I cut out of wood for this project. I did paint the base or the stem of it with brown, and then I went back over with the green just to kind of lighten it up a little bit and make it look more like a little stem. They're pretty tiny, so it doesn't take very long to actually get it painted. And then I go back over it with white just to kind of make it pop a little bit on the tulip. And as you can see, it's a two-piece, so you just put them together. They slide down. And now I took some wooden eggs that I had, and I used crisp cotton blue and painted the eggs. I actually did 2 coats of paint on each one to make them a little bit brighter in the blue. Now we're going back to our base, and we're using hot glue and some moss that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. And so I'm just kind of going around the edges with the bright green moss, and then I go back over with a darker green to kind of fill it in a little bit. I had picked up some flowers from the Dollar Tree, and I used hot glue to glue them onto the base with the moss. And so I used a few different ones, some smaller ones and some bigger ones. There was some like fake lavender that I had used, as you can see in there. So and just kind of build it up in and around to kind of fill up the space. I use these little, I don't even know what they're called, but they're little white flowers, and when you put them down in the moss, it actually looks like kind of like little mushrooms, and so I added those to the front. And then I put the eggs in just to see if they're going to fit correctly. And now what I'm doing is I'm going back and I'm sprinkling the eggs with the burnt umber. I'm just flicking the paintbrush to make it look kind of speckled, so they look like blue speckled eggs. And then I hot glue them into the piece. I did one standing upright and one laying down. And then I added a few more little greens just to kind of fill in so that it looked pretty full. And then for the final touch on this one, there's some little plastic butterflies that I had, and so I went ahead and glued it to the stem of the flower. Now for the second one, I glued the tulip in the middle, and then I had some little fake mushrooms that are pretty tiny, and so I glued those on to the second base with the moss on it. And then again, using those little white flowers to make them look like little tiny mushrooms, and I added them in and around. And then I took the leaves from the bush of lavender and then made them look like little ferns and put them in and around. And then what I do is I just set them right on top of the candle holders. I didn't glue them down yet because I don't know if I want to put a top on those other ones or not. That is actually a jar from the Dollar Tree as well. And so, yeah, that was the project today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.